Textbook pages 120 through 121, review number 9. It says we need to solve it 2 different ways. So what we'll do here, I'll go ahead and rewrite it here on the left side, and then we'll do it a different way on the right side. All right, so the first thing that I'd want to do is just, we could get rid of all of our fractions first. So I'll multiply both sides by 4 because that's my denominator for both of my fractions on both sides of my equation. So I just want to get rid of everything, all of those fractions. So I'll multiply, meaning I'll distribute my 4 to everything inside our parentheses, and I'll use a different color here. Okay, so 4 times a fourth is 1, so I'll just have my 1x minus 4 times 5, which is 20, and then 4 times 3/4 x is 3x, minus 12 times 4, which is 48, and we can just solve that the regular way. We can move all of our variables to one side and our constants to the other. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I have the habit of moving all of my variables to the left, so I just kind of stick with it so I know I don't really make as many mistakes. I'll drop down what I've not touched. And then x minus 3x is negative 2x. Move all of my constants to the right. Negative 2x is going to be equivalent to negative 28. And lastly, I'll divide both sides by, by negative 2. Oopsie, sorry. So my x is going to be equivalent to 14. And I need to make sure the second way that I do this, that it also equals x equals 14. So let's go ahead. And so the first thing I did was my first way was to get rid of all the fractions. So I have no fractions for the first way that I've solved this. The second way that I'm going to solve this is just by what we've been doing, which is PEMDAS backwards. But we're going to simplify first if we can. So we'll just start moving things around, save my soul. All right. So what we'll do first is we'll get all of our variables to one side and all of our constants to the other. So we'll just start moving things around. So there's no simplifying here needed, and we'll drop down everything we've not touched. Negative 12. And then 1/4 of x minus 3/4 of x is negative 2/4 of x, which is negative 1/2 of x. We'll add our 5 to both sides. Okay, negative 1/2 of x is equivalent to negative 7. And then lastly, we'll divide by negative 1/2 on both sides, which is the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. So that's just going to be negative 7 times negative 2, and that's positive 14. So we get the same answer on both sides. So we're just using, so number 1, on the first way that we did it, we just made sure that we had no fractions. The second way, we're using SMS, save my soul, which is what we learned all last week. Okay, and that's it for number 9.